a strong-hulled vessel may break them into pieces and hasten their destruction. From Alaska through the Arctic regions of Canada to the shores of Baffin Island, new men, strange vessels, new activities arriving in the wake of the short and peaceful Arctic summers. What changes this will bring to the ancient pattern of life in these regions, no man can say. One thing, however, seems clear. Here is tangible, visible evidence of a shrinking globe, of a world contracting in size. What was once a rare occasion, the arrival of a stranger, is now a common event. 20th century civilization, with its complexity, its strife, and its promise for the future, has come to the frozen north. The dew-line sites which these Transportation Corps units are supplying belong to the northernmost phase of America's detection system. To the south are other radar chains, in Canada and along the Canadian border. Two countries working together to provide their own long-range defense, an unparalleled example of harmonious cooperation between sovereign nations. The Transportation Corps of the United States Army is among the first to start operations and the last to cease them in time of war or national emergency. Wherever American troops and supplies must go, the Transportation Corps will take them. Take them and bring them home. Experts in moving mountains of materiel and millions of men, the Corps can look upon its new duties in the far north as merely one more interesting assignment. The immemorial proprietor of these northern regions, the Eskimo, finds the operation as interesting as the men of the Transportation Corps find him. The corpsmen, who are not Eskimos, bring their own customs with them. One of these is hot coffee on a cold day. In the era of intercontinental airplanes, the polar ice cap, once a barrier, has become an open highway. To see that this highway does not become the route of a hostile airborne foe is the objective which brings these men north. Thanks to Operation Dewline, remote regions of the Arctic have seen more visitors in a single summer than all their previous history. Visitors who may soon turn toward their homes in the south, rich with new experience. Rich, too, in the knowledge that thanks to their summer's work, sentinels will be on guard in the frozen north throughout the long Arctic night ahead.
In scarcely 100 years since the covered wagons of our pioneers last moved westward, America's frontiers have truly disappeared, not only in the west, but in the north as well. The frozen Arctic is today a link in our vast chain of defense, a chain kept strong by many hard-working individuals, not the least of whom are the much-traveled men of the Army Transportation Corps. Now this is Sergeant Stuart Queen, inviting you to be with us again next week for another look at your Army in action on The Big Picture.
The Big Picture is a weekly television report to the nation on the activities of the Army at home and overseas. Produced by the Army Pictorial Center, presented by the United States Army in cooperation with this station. You too can be an important part of the big picture. You can proudly serve with the best equipped, the best trained, the best fighting team in the world today, the United States Army.